Hello everyone, I'm the Soloist and welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake. So we're going to continue the game. Yep, that is indeed my save file, thanks game. Oh, does my health recharge even when I'm not under a light?
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
No. I must look around the home first. Does Mr. Wake have any coffee? What is it? What are they called again? Oh. A little unexpected. What's the sudden stop
True
one?
what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Interesting.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this implying that Alan Wake wrote Max Payne? Because that sure is what that sounds like. That sound... Oh. Return to sender, what I can't forget. Alex Casey. The things that I want. The fall of Casey. Yeah, because Max Payne 2 is called, The Fall of Max Payne, right? So if he's got someone named Alex Casey and then The Fall of Casey... yeah. And then the trophy? They're implying that Alan Wake wrote Max Payne. An interesting thing to do. I forgot how to run. Or maybe I just can't do it right now. I guess this isn't really a running space.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Finish what? What are you doing, Alice?
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I just
she's
finished
got
those
one
cover
in here.
mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really? These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Oh, okay.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
the present day, which is currently the
How do you feel, Mr.
past.
Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I just didn't know if there was maybe a coffee cup. I was looking. Okay, so Sarah is that way? So I will not go that way.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Okay.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Why is she talking like that? Missing. Richard Bowell, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller on a camping trip overdue, haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you. What about this guy? Have you seen this man disappeared on 6/20/2007? Identifying features, knack for winning contests. Oh, he must be a contest winner. I know that face. Why is that face familiar? Why is Richard Bowell's face familiar? The contest winner dude must have won a contest. Reserved for town employees. Fuse box. I feel like they're setting me up for
Come in,
something.
Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing
Mr. Wake,
stupid,
can I help
pal.
you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I needed to be... Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
I'm kind of curious what would have happened if I left him off, but sure.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it, but it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I half expected to turn around and it'd just be a nightmare in here.
I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it. Oh.
The early morning light hurt my eyes
Thermos?
and made my head
Sorry.
ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
What if I go through the fence on the right? There's no real defying like what it wants me to do. I'm just saying things because I think they're funny. I don't think I'm funny. I just think those statements are funny.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Yeah, but how do I get there? Oh, right, I can jump. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Why did my kick just absolutely demolish that thing? Bro, I'm so good at finding this manuscript.
He never fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting.
Why is
We
my...
stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Sorry, my headset is so quiet, and I don't know why. Everything is at 100%. I just have to assume it's the game itself being super quiet about everything.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry? Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh, now you can climb things? Lame. You're lame. Couldn't climb before, but now he can. Foolhardy. What?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous.
Okay.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their reason.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey,
Is that
nobody
Barry?
Move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business
Why
with
is
Mr.
Barry
Wake,
built like
talk
that?
To me, you yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
What happened with the paparazzi? You can't just say that.
I told Barry everything.
I want
He thought
info.
I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
I guess we'll find out.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. Seriously, Al.
Thought that was a
what you were
manuscript
saying in the
page.
car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, would be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality,
wait here.
you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
I'll just leave Barry in there.
I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet...
Sorry, I'll let him finish his statement.
Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, that's
Max
good.
is still groggy from the shot I gave him. I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No! This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I do not like Barry. I'm just kind of ignoring him.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their...
He was taking too long. Barry was taking way too long to get to his point, okay? I get it. It's the story. But wow.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo!
Oh, all my batteries.
Be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Do you know how many batteries I had? How many batteries I collected? Now they're all gone? I'm only a little upset. I'm only a lot upset. What? What door just opened? Who's creaking like that? What's the point of being able to switch the lights? Was there a reason for that? Is that just a thing I can do? It's highly random. Are they just sort of informing me like, hey, this is here, you can do this? I don't know. They've presented 20 questions with 0 answers right there. I don't even think I have my gun right now. Well, I just kind of got to remember how to play the game real quick. Oh. Okay. Thermos out here. By the hot tub. There's a well. Okay. Anyways. I feel like there's a reason for that light switch, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Oh, I do have my gun.
Hold down the fort. I'll be with your spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Okay, Barry.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
I popped in here thinking they might use.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
I was like, whoa, I get a car for this section? No.
I knew I should
You
have
just get to
gone the
look at
cops.
it.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seek to manage. No.
Sorry, my brain's fear just kind of took over for a second while I looked around. I was just like, there could be anything, anywhere. There was a whole lot of... What was that? Why was that? Oh, come on. You can't just make things move. That's not even like real horror. I'm sorry. What is happening? What just occurred? I don't know which... I'm so lost right now. This is a very weird moment of just being lost. Not like in the game. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm just mentally confused. Just empty closet? Lame. Fine, I'll try the TV. Is it gonna be me again, or is it another episode of that show?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
What is that?
Tonight's episode.
What's with the leaves?
Man in the mirror.
Okay, no, too spooky. Too spooky. I don't know what just happened in my brain, but the fear in me through the roof. They've just got spaces. Just spaces everywhere. Go ahead.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Interesting. Rusty, the man caring for the dog we saw? My stomach does not feel well. Why? I couldn't tell you. It just doesn't. Oh, look. Just two back-to-back. Huh?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Okay, so Rusty's gonna die. What page? Hold on. I'm missing a page.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
Where's Rusty? Rusty, I'm sorry, my sense of adventure? Not me reading what's occurring.
The front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Rusty, I promise I will get to you. This is just a very big space. Oh god, he's coughing so hard. Alright, I'm coming for you, Rusty.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key. Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be F.E.A.R. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Don't mind me.
Shh. Good boy.
My lord. It tore through this place like a whirlwind. Oh, is the office in a separate building? I thought it was in this building.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
I don't think Rusty's gonna live through this, Mr. Wake. But I do enjoy your optimism.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, just make sure there's nothing behind the desk. I'm not afraid to move forward. Don't believe those lies. Nice.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Nah.
Rusty! Rusty!
I forgot how to dodge. This is what happens when you're playing 2 games. Oh my god. You forget the controls of one. I forgot dodge and run were in the same button. Rusty?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Thanks, Wake.
Please don't feed the animals.
Who said that? Where are they?
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty, no! Never approach closer than 100 yards. 2 bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets
Come on now.
at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It's against the law to remove any.
Not Rusty. Oh! I got scared. Oh yeah, I'm getting the hang of this again. Ow. A little rude, isn't it? hitting me like that? Let me explore this space before I run away from it. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. My limit is 42 bullets. A little low given the circumstances, but I guess whatever. It's the only gun I have right now. I've seen this, a flare gun, a shotgun, but there's 4 slots, so I'm very intrigued. Excuse me, I burped. I have had nothing but potato chips. That's a lie. I had like other meals during the day, but it is dinner time, so it is late, and that's scary.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Oh.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
There was no need for that to be as sad as it was. What? Thought I saw something over there. Oh, am I going the right way? I didn't mean to go the right way. Hold up. Which way is the wrong way? Which way is the right way right now? I would like to check out that. Is this where I came from? Oh. Oh, I walked a big circle. So now I got confused looking at it again. Okay, it happens. You know, our brains work at slow. My brains work at slow. I wonder if I get anything for collecting all those manuscript pages.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
What's in Moonshine Cave? Is it nightmares? Sure does feel like it. I wonder how they programmed that. Well, no, never mind. I just figured it out in my head, you know, just something that only shows up when the game what? Why is there so many? When it registers that there's the beam of the flashlight on it. Oh, is that a shotgun? Yes, please. No, don't switch to it. And batteries. Nice. Just batteries? Picked up them good old lithium-ion batteries. Except this is the world's worst product placement. Like, oh, Mr. Wake, when you hold down the beam a little extra hard. This cave was the site of frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. It was mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. You learn something new every day. Mr. Wake, here are your batteries, and when you use the flashlight too hard, which is somehow a thing, they die. Put in a new battery. Like, what? That is the worst product placement ever. So you know who must have paid for it? Duracell. It had to have been. There's no way Energizer was like, yeah, this is fine. Dang, more batteries, eh? Turn, man. Whoa. there's 3 of them. Oh my god. Ow. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Heart rate, not good. Not well, not pleasant. Unpleasant. It is an unpleasant heart rate. Alright, so what's with the man with the axe, right? He talks about the fact that it's a character from a story he had started to write. And then it kind of just ends there. Like, we don't get more information about him. We don't get why this is the particular embodiment that it's choosing to chase him with. Barry meets Rose?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed
right.
to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth.
Xbox just sounds like it's gonna explode.
Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Okay. So, you know, that's not a shock. Mr. Wake, that's not a shock that Barry likes a different type of woman from you. I don't think you want to like the type of woman that Barry likes. Excuse me. I'm sorry, is that the clunker? This shouldn't be here. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? Just a reminder, I almost peed myself. Gotta get rid of this guy right here, please and thanks. Please and thanks. Oh my god, I forgot I could run. Oh, oh, come on now. Okay, he got me. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh! I died. If you're overwhelmed by enemies, try to run to the light. Thanks, game. That was a lot of them. But I also wanted to know if there was any items over here. Ow. Whoa, whoa, okay. You know what? No longer want to know if there's any items. Oh my god, Alan. Are you out of stamina? Oh my god, oh my god! Ah, I died again. Hey guys, it's me, Alan Wake. Oh? Okay, so I have to come this way to activate them, right? And then be like, excuse me, I'm good. And run to the light? That's sort of what I got out of that. That was horrifying. I turned around and he was just there. You want to re-manifest for me? Where am I going? Oh, I have to go that way. Is he gonna come out the tree again, or what? Where did this guy come from behind me? Alan! Oh my god! Who taught you how to run? Oh, that was horrifying. I also don't know what sound my mouth made there. Oh, ho, ho, you thought you were gonna get me, eh? Okay, so the tactic is to, like, run into the light, come back out into the dark where they spawn out. Whoa! Ow, 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 ow. I was like, oh, that guy's still tangible. Oh. So was that guy. They were both still tangible. I'm just a little foolhardy. Is this where I came from? I just like to be certain, you know? Yeah. Because this is where the split occurred. Where I got attacked by all 17 goons. Read. The Great Old One. Felled by lightning in 1937, this exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir, Pseudodasuga menzizi subsclacca, was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. The Great Old One. What a name. What a generic name. I kinda don't want to come out here. This is exactly why. This is exactly why. And then Mr. Can't Run! Ah, this is what I get. I don't know where the light is. Oh my god. Alan Wake! Can you learn to run for me? Okay, into the light. Who taught you how to run, Alan? Who taught you? They need to be fired. I get it, he's an average man, but why does he have no stamina? You would think if you're being, like, hunted by apparitions that come out of the shadows, that, like, you'd put a little more pep into your step sometimes, or at least you would learn to put a... What the what? Or you would at least learn to put a little more pep in your step? I don't even want to know. Oh my god, why are there so many of them? Oh, then I gotta take Captain Can't Run and send him back up the hill. Oh my god. Alan! Oh, Alan! What is what the shotgun shells? I didn't see that. I just look around and I'm like, oh, shotgun ammo. No, you can't use the shotgun. That's a last-ditch effort item. Is that how long we've been recording for? I'm just gonna run. They just keep coming. I'm in this weird space of infinitesimal darkness, you know?
turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I
The
knew.
Xbox is so loud. Okay, so the Axeman messed with this phone too. Good to know. Bear alert. I sure hope it's not. That's a lot of them. Don't mind me. Oh, come on now. I'm stuck on something. That's fine. Oh god. How am I not dead? Okay. Oh, I got stuck. I got stuck real hard. Oh, cool. A handheld flare? That would be nice. Too bad I don't have that. Oh, that's the direction I was trying to go. Like when I decided to just run through them. Ow. 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 Alan, you know, if you could run for me, it'd be really helpful. Come on, man. Come on, man. The light is right there. I just need to get to the light. Oh, wow. Really? Flashbang? Oh, flashbangs. I'm going to assume that's what's going into that fourth spot. Signs around Bright Falls tell you about local history. Sorry, I'm upset. They're like, and they're purposely right in the way. Okay, kind of failed at that. Ow! Threw that like on top of my head. Rude. He just threw it like right on top. Wanna know what's over here? Oh, a thermos. Okay. There are hundreds of these. Hundreds. There is 100 of those in the game. Can I read this sign or will I get murdered? Okay, I'll get murdered. I'll get murdered. Okay, I'll get murdered. I asked, I received. Oh, dodged into the light, eh? What you gonna do about that? Is this not Lover's Peak? Is this not the way to Lover's Peak? Do I have to kill them all? I have to kill them all. Come on. You know you want my sweet, juicy Alan Wake flesh. Oh, come on. I clearly have to kill you to progress. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I am just foolhardy. Oh, there's clearly something in the way. I clearly need to find a different way to Lover's Peak, which is upsetting. Oh, ow. Saw it a little too late to be useful. Okay. Since this guy wants to exist behind me. That's a lot of my bullets. I paid good thieving money for those. Oh, did I just have to just kill them? It was one of those moments. Here, we'll go back over here and find out if it's all cleared. Let me through. Or was I supposed to jump around this whole time? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm not supposed to say that about myself, but I am. I also have like 5 bullets to my name. What is that? About how far this guy wants me to go? This guy who supposedly has my wife? He wants me to go so... What? Okay, right into a cutscene.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away. You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes. Yeah, but... Let's move! I lost my gun back there.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him. It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper. Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You said...
I'm gonna leave it off there. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of Alan Wake. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what the games you open to see here on the channel, and if you feel so inclined, check out everything else that I do at the link down in the description. I've been the Soloist. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out whatever YouTube's tossing up on the screen, and I'll see all of you tomorrow.